The Texas Longhorns take on Seton Hall, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Start Time. Texas is -1, totals 133.5. We are hitting at 70% in our last 20 NBA tier package picks on brockpage.com. And if you want to see which one of these free YouTube picks on my channel that I'm actually betting on personally, there's only one way to do that, and that's to sign up for a membership on that website at brockpage.com. We're also 3-0 in our last 3 extra daily picks on that very same website. And if you want to access today's extra daily pick, it's only going to cost you just $2.99. We currently have over 825 members who are signed up and active on that safe and secure webpage. And once again, if you want to see which one of these free YouTube picks on my channel that I'm actually betting on personally, there's only one way to do that, and that's to sign up for a membership on my website at brockpage.com. Now, the Longhorns are on a 5-game winning streak, top 25 in the nation in shooting the 3-ball. Texas is making nearly 40% of their three-pointers. They're also making 50% of their field goals, which is it's in the top 15 in the nation in that category. Timmy Allen scoring over 13 points a game, 5 rebounds, 2 assists for the forward. Meanwhile, Courtney Ramey is averaging double-digit points a game along with 3 rebounds himself. The Longhorns are averaging 77 points per contest. Meanwhile, defensively, they're allowing just 55 points a game. They're in the top 5 in the country in points allowed per contest. They're taking on a Seton Hall team who failed to cover the point spread in 3 out of their last 5 ball games, with one of those failures coming against Ohio State, where they gave up 79 total points. And as good as the Pirates have been at home, their opponents are making just about 80% of their free throws against them at the Prudential Center. So kind of a weird, quirky, stat there. I guess they're fouling the wrong people. They're not, selective in who they put to the stripe. But regardless, that's really a kind of an amazing statistic. But anyway, total-wise, Seton Hall saw their last 3 straight get over the posted number, 4-1 of the over in their last 5. Meanwhile, Texas saw their last 2 straight get over the posted total themselves. I'm going to lean toward Texas -1 over 133.5. Next game, Purdue, Rutgers, 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Purdue's -12.5, totals 139. The 8-0 Boilermakers have beaten the likes of Iowa, Florida State, Villanova, and UNC already this season. Purdue scoring 91 points a game, and they rank in the top 3 in shooting the 3-ball. The Boilermakers are currently knocking down 44% of their three-pointers. Purdue's also drilling nearly 54% of their field goals as well. They're currently in the top 3 in the country in that category. Jaden Ivey scoring over 15.5 points a game, 5 rebounds, 3 assists for the sophomore. Jaden's also making 40% of his three-pointers. Meanwhile, Zach Edey is scoring 15 points a game himself, along with 7 rebounds and 11 total blocks on the year. And speaking of defense, Purdue's in the top 3 in the nation in defensive rebounding as well. They're currently limiting their opponents to just 38% shooting from the field. They're taking on a Rutgers team who really hasn't been shooting the basketball all that well themselves. They're making only 38% of their field goals at home, and they're also making just 27% of their shots from 3-land. The Scarlet Knights are averaging only 28 first-half points a game. Rutgers lost 4 out of their last 5 contests, and they're covering just 13% of their ball games for the entire season. Now, injury-wise, Geo Baker is questionable for the Scarlet Knights. When it comes to the total in this one, Rutgers' last 3 straight got over the number, 5-1 of the over in their last 6. Meanwhile, Purdue saw 3 out of their last 5 get over the posted total themselves, 5-3 to the over in their last 8. I'm going to lean toward Purdue -12.5 over 139. Next contest, Iowa versus Iowa State, 9 o'clock Eastern start time. The Iowa Hawkeyes are -5, totals 151.5. But despite being favored in this one, the Hawkeyes are on a 2-game losing streak, and they're allowing their opponents to make 46% of their three-pointers against them when they travel. The Hawkeyes are also giving up 41 second-half points a game. They're taking on an undefeated Cyclones team who went 4-1 against the number in their last 5. The Cyclones beat teams such as Creighton, Memphis, Xavier, and Oregon State this season. Iowa State's also giving up just 23 first-half points a game at home. They're currently in the top 25 in guarding the 3-ball. The Cyclones are limiting their competition to just 26% shooting from 3-land. Now, scoring-wise, Isaiah Brockington is scoring 16 points a game along with 7.5 boards. The senior is also drilling 44% of his three-pointers. Meanwhile, Gabe Kalster is scoring 12 points a game himself. 2 rebounds, couple assists for the former Golden Gopher. Now, total-wise, 2 out of Iowa State's last 3 got over the number, throwing out that Creighton game. Meanwhile, the Hawkeyes saw 2 out of their last 3 get over the posted total themselves. 7-2 to the over in their last 9. I'm going to lean toward Iowa State plus 5 over 151.5. Next contest, it is going to be Grand Canyon versus Arizona State. 9:30 p.m. Eastern tip-off. Arizona State's -4 totals 131.5. The Sun Devils lost 5 out of their last 6 ball games. 0-4 against the spread at home. The Sun Devils are averaging only 29 first-half points a game. They're also making just 39% of their field goals at the Desert Financial Arena. Now, defensively, on the other end of the court, the Sun Devils are also struggling to rebound the basketball. Bagley is still out indefinitely. Rochelin is questionable. They're taking on a Grand Canyon squad who won their last 5 straight, and they currently rank in the top 35 in the country in defensive rebounding. The Antelopes are also allowing just 25 first-half points per contest. Now, scoring-wise, Javon Blackshear is averaging over 16 points a game, 2 rebounds, 4 assists for the junior. Javon's also drilling 43% of his three-pointers. Meanwhile, Holland Woods is scoring 13 points a night himself, along with 2 boards, 3 assists. Woods is also making 42% of his shots from downtown. GCU's in the top 15 in the nation in offensive rebounding. Very good under the boards they are. Now, total-wise, GCU's last 3 straight did get over the posted number. Meanwhile, 3 out of the Sun Devils' last 4 got over the line themselves. I'm going to lean toward Grand Canyon plus 4 over 131.5. And with that, guys, now it's time for our quick pick recap, powered to you by my website at brockpage.com, where we are hitting at 70% in our last 20 NBA tier package picks. I like Texas -1 over 133.5. Purdue -12.5 over 139. Iowa State +5 over 151.5. Grand Canyon +4 over 131 and a hook. And as far as all the other games go across the country, I like NC State -24 under 137.5. Kent State -6 under 138. Hampton +3.5 under 135. Long Island University +8 over 143.5. Mississippi Valley State +20 over 144. Pitt Panthers +3 over 136.5. St. John's -8 over 154. Denver +14 over 145. Before I give you my next and final free pick for the video, one final reminder that we are 3-0 in our last 3 extra daily picks on brockpage.com. And if you want to access today's extra daily pick, it's only going to cost you just $2.99. I'm going to lean toward Gonzaga -32 over 136 and a hook. And with that, guys, now it's time for our shout out of the day. And that's going to go to Adonis Belt, my man Donnie, who said earlier this morning, California love. Thanks, brother. Great info. Putting in work. And of course, always great to see Donnie in the comment section. Always good to see Donnie on brockpage.com as well. Certainly one of my really, really good, loyal viewers here on YouTube. So, Adonis, great to see you in the comments section. And with that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on brockpage.com. If you guys do end up getting a membership here today on that website, just keep in mind, you're going to get billed the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So if you do end up getting a membership here today on brockpage.com, you're going to get access to those picks all the way through the end of December. I always tell folks in every single video, the earlier in the month you sign up, the better. And if you're interested in getting every single pick that I give out on that website, you're going to want to sign up for my board member tier package, where once again, board members get access to every single pick that I post on that website all the way through the end of December. It's certainly my best package, and it's certainly your best value if you're going to get in on a membership on that website. But anyway, guys, most importantly, I got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, guys, happy Thursday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at brockpage.com.